You guys can't even begin to understand the emotional ride that I just went through. Watching this hour-long special, these dual episodes, watching what we have waited for ever since we were a child. I don't know how, if you found this anime through the manga, you're just, so Japanese influenced, you found it through the manga, or if you first saw it, like me, on Toonami, you were hyped as hell when they kept hyping up that series, every single day of the whole month. They would hype it up every time an Adult Swim and Toonami, they're like, hey, this show's coming to Toonami, and it was Naruto, and it was like Sakura saying, Naruto, you're annoying, and I was just like, wow, this looks pretty decent. And to now, many years later, actually, if I'm not mistaken, the original Naruto series, if I'm not mistaken, actually started almost 10 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. I'm actually it actually dropped. Apparently it dropped October 3rd, 2002. So that's pretty crazy. Up until now, that might be the Japanese or the American one, I'm not really too sure on that, but up until now, where it's 2016, the emotional ride that I just went through is ridiculous. How long I've waited for this series, or just this fight, is ridiculous. Let's sit down and let's talk about it. So, you see in the beginning, Naruto and Sasuke finally having this fight that we have waited for since children on our box TVs, to now. You see, at their utmost maximum power, Naruto looks like he's just getting destroyed. It looks completely one-sided most of the fight, since Sasuke is just so good with chakra control. And here's why. A lot of people think that they nerfed Naruto, or that Naruto just they wanted Naruto to look like he was getting the shit beaten out of him. That's not the case at all. Here's why, right? It's supposed to blend in with their personalities, whereas Naruto is a knuckleheaded ninja, the foolish one, the silly one. So of course he's not gonna be the most technical and skilled one. To whereas you can clearly see it in Sasuke. He's so technically skilled in terms of technically allowing this chakra to blend in with this chakra, to blend this move with that move, so chakra control this, to combine these moves, to sync these moves perfectly, and with the help of a Sharingan and his Rinnegan, it helps even more with this maintaining of this immense chakra control. So it shows within Sasuke's skill, within his talent. He's just a natural born genius. The Uchiha clan is a natural born genius, and when you give somebody in the Uchiha clan the Rinnegan, it's much stronger with somebody in the Uchiha clan than it is somebody else who isn't from the Uchiha clan, like Madara versus Nagato. So it's immense how skilled and how much of a genius he is, and you see it throughout this entire fight that he can just skillfully sync all of these moves, all of these combinations you never expect, maintain flame control with lightning chakra. Pretty insane to control two types of chakra like that are so aggressive and so difficult to control. And then you will see it inside of Naruto. He's constantly repeating the same thing. Shadow Clone Jutsu, Rasengan. He's just morphing into different ways. So he's taking what he already knows and trying it in different ways. Go a little bit outside of the box. And that's just within Naruto's personality. That's just things that he can do. He uses one thing and then he tries to find some small little trinket in between it to where he can blend it and morph it to act like something else. So it's just a part of him. It's what he does. And you really start to see it as well. That it works out on both sides, obviously, because in the beginning of the fight, God, I cannot talk. In the beginning of the fight, it was pretty well balanced. It was Sasuke vs Naruto, and obviously they're both putting up a good fight against each other. So it was pretty well evenly balanced there. And then Sasuke just says screw it and takes all of the chakra from all 9-tailed beasts, and he then blends it within himself, and it goes into a Susanoo. He basically is the ghetto statue, pulling some crazy Sage of Six Paths shit, and essentially he becomes the ghetto statue, which is the vessel. The ghetto statue is basically a vessel to put all of this immense chakra into. Sasuke was doing it, and Kurama even said it himself, he was doing it the same as how the Sage of Six Paths would do it, if not better. So he's a pretty freaking well-skilled genius to be doing all of this so easily. And he hasn't even had the Rinnegan that long. He really has not had it. I think it's like a day and a half. He really hasn't had it that long to be, be able to use it this well. And he's using it this well. And also when Sakura started to wake up, they noticed and pointed out that it's dusk. Sun's coming up. So it seemed like all of that happened in a night. I don't want to be that guy and like speculate how long that battle went out or the whole war went out, but it seemed like it happened in like maybe a couple nights or something like that. But he hasn't really had it that long, and he can use it just well. That's how you can just tell he's a genius and skilled and everything like that. I'm not gassing up, he just is. Whereas Naruto, he just has all of these capabilities as well, that he can use all the things he's already used to and just use them in different ways. He's using different types of styles of Rasengan, different types of styles of the Shadow Clone, and using it in different types of like styles outside of the box. Not the standard Shadow Clone, get hit, bring out more, but using them in different ways now, maneuvering them, trying to be a little more original with them. That's just him, his style, his fighting style, you know? And his taijutsu is really good too, so he can kind of just force through some things, especially since he has Sage Chakra as well, and he can use nature power a lot better than Sasuke. He can hit a lot harder physically than Sasuke can. You know, like a punch from Naruto would hit a lot more than a punch from Sasuke, since Naruto's nature energy, he can consume more, since the Uzumaki clan is known for having a mass consumption of chakra. They can hold so much chakra together. Their chakra control is insane, and I think it's naturally born with a high amount of chakra. So if I'm wrong, I know the Uzumaki clan was known for all those weird types of crazy chakra control. I think there was a whole little special too with Karin, since fun fact, she is from the Uzumaki clan. She pointed out that she's really good at chakra control. That's just within her clan and such like that. I have to look back into that because I know there's something like that. But Uzumaki clan is known for, you could even see within Naruto's mom Kushina as well, holding the nine-tailed fox like that and still having a mass amount of chakra within her own outside of that. So they're just really good within that, and you can really clearly see that in Naruto having bits and pieces of all the nine-tailed beasts, as well as the full not the full, he didn't have the full, because remember when it was taken out from him, he took the last remaining half from his dad, so he doesn't really have the full there. I actually can't remember if he ever gets the full, but his dad's dead, so I don't think he's gonna get the full anytime soon. But yeah, he doesn't have the full. Some people think that he has the full nine-tailed fox. He doesn't have the full nine-tailed fox. It's 100% confirmed. When he died, or when he was coming close to dying, Minato gave him the last remainder of it, and yeah, but you can see that Naruto has this much amount of the nine-tailed fox, this much amount of the stage of 6 paths the chakra also gave him as well. This much amount of controlling those little black balls, it takes a pretty decent amount of max chakra to be able to control them as well. So many things you can see within their personalities, and I think that's how Kishimoto wanted to make it look like, is within their personalities. He's going to show skills and moves that they use based off their personalities and just their skill levels and such like that, which are both very high skill level, but yeah, back to the point, back to the fight. When Sasuke does this, Susanoo becomes basically the vessel for all of these nine-tailed, or just all of these beasts, all the nine-tailed beasts, all of them, all the nine-tailed beasts, all of the beasts, I mean. It becomes ridiculous, right? And he gets this huge power surge, but Naruto's durable enough with all this nature power, all this nature chakra, that he can withstand and take all of these hits. So basically, it came in terms of how long can Sasuke last and how long can Naruto take. It's basically what this fight came up to be. Since Naruto was nowhere near dishing out as much damage as Sasuke was, he was more along when it was like Naruto was like a punish character, you know, where it's like anytime when Sasuke would slip up, he'd punish that, you know, and then just Sasuke would just go raw in. He was going for blood, and this is not. It sounds stupid, it sounds one-sided, but really Naruto didn't want to kill Sasuke, so that's why he didn't go in there with raw blood intent. And he even had multiple opportunities which Sasuke just stood there, and he knew that Naruto wouldn't do it. There was a point where Naruto was above him and he was sitting on him, and he was in the nine-tailed fox cloak, and he was about to just shoot him with a Rasengan right to the face, which actually would have killed him, but he did not go for it. If not killed him, would have done considerable amount of damage, to which later on then he would have killed him without really breaking the sweat. So he could have done that, but he just doesn't have the balls or the guts to really kill him. Like, he points it out completely. Sasuke's very confident and knows that. You can see in the track record too, every time when they have fought, Naruto has never really gone for the kill, more along just for an insane amount of damage. A very popular quote is when they first were at the final valley, when they were children, and Naruto said that when he first awokened, or not when he first awoken, but he first awokened I think it was a tail, because most times he's awoken the chakra of the nine-tailed fox in the Naruto series. Like when he fought Haku, he awoken the chakra, and when he fought Neji, he used the chakra, but this time he actually had some tails. I think he went like one tail. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, it was one tail or 3 tails. I think he went one tail and eventually opened up 3 tails. I can't remember that. It was a long time ago. but he pointed out in a very, 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 very important quote. He pointed out saying that I have to break all of your legs and break your body and drag you back to the village. So that quote, you can tell, still stays strong within Naruto, and he still has as much amount of respect for Sasuke and how much friends he wants to be with him and how close he wants to be with him. And he's never been so close with somebody like this. He never has. You know, everybody he has, they're dead. They're gone. Minato, Kushina, and he recently learned about those two, you know, especially being related to him within the Pain arc, which, if you want to put it in terms of the timeline, that really wasn't that long ago. Crazy. It wasn't as long as you think it was ago. In terms of episode numbers, yeah, but in terms of, I think, actually within their respective stories, I don't think it was that long ago, but I might be wrong on that. But as well as Jiraiya especially, who he really saw as a father, you know, just so many people losing left and right, left and right, left and right. So it's not like it's any real working out for him, you know? It's really working out for him. So he doesn't want to lose people more close to him. And Sasuke has this stupid mindset, this ignorant mindset, to where he can do everything on his own. He wants to be alone. He wants to be alone, but wants to be the Hokage. Like, the Hokage cannot be alone, my guy. Like, he can't. That doesn't work. It doesn't work like that. You can't. It doesn't work like that. But first off, the respect, before they blew the first jabs to each other when they were running up to each other, literally when this episode started at 476, oh my god, I had to pause the episode and take a huge breather. My chest was light because this showed the animation of when they were kids and when they're both running up at each other. They're both kids growing up up until now, and I was like, oh my god. And you can tell it was so godlike because there was no music. It was just sound effects and blows, and you could tell that they went to the traditional Naruto style. No crazy huge animations, no crazy huge explosives, just traditional ninja art style fighting. And they were doing just that. They were just attacking each other using ninjutsu, using old technical skills that they used back when they were children. They left it base. They started it off basic, you know, just jabs, punches, you know, Naruto's generic shadow clones, Sasuke's generic use of the Uchiha clan bloodline Genkai skill of the, you know, the Sharingan, and he uses to counteract which one were actually Naruto and destroy all the shadow clones. Very symbolic to when they first fought, and they did just that without using any of their raw power. Since when they first fought, the best things that they could do is awaken some type of state, Naruto being the Nine-Tailed, Sasuke being the Cursed Mark Seal, and then using their very signature moves, the strongest move they could use at the time, the Rasengan versus Chidori, which then, when they had these alternate forms, they brought out the maximum power that they could use of their strongest moves, the Vermilion Rasengan, which is, you know, combined Naruto chakra, and the Black Chidori, which is essentially combined with the power of the Curse Mark. So, very symbolic here. I liked it a lot. Good God, you could even see more along towards as well. When Sasuke starts to run out of juice, Naruto is punishing that every single time. Kurama even compliments him on it. There was even the scene where Naruto was gonna get blown back by a Chidori right to the face, and Naruto was confident enough to use a little bit of the nature power that he had left to run up against him confidently, knowing that he could dodge the Chidori, because he knew that his powers was gonna run out, and he knew that he was going to somewhat like hesitate there with his power about to run out and his visual powers weakening, that he would have to like twitch and stutter, the way that Naruto could guaranteed punish that. Like, he's guaranteed punishing all of this, you know, like he's just going to town, you know, and every single time when the Sasuke steps up, Naruto punishes. And I guess it's very symbolic as well to show that Naruto may not be the most gifted, may not be the most best fighter, but when he tries, he can definitely try, and he can definitely push through anything. I think the symbolism here was Kishimoto is trying to show off here, and he did a really good job of showing that off, since Naruto has been keeping up with that title. He's been pushing through every single time, and it looks grim, and it looks like he's gonna die. There's been multiple scenes, I promise you, there's been multiple scenes where Sasuke looked like he was just gonna kill Naruto. I mean, hell, when Sasuke absorbed all of the tailed beasts, and he put the vessel inside of his Susanoo, mixed with his Rinnegan, mixed with his maximum power Sharingan, mixed with his insane chakra control of the flame and the lightning style. Two extremely hard styles to use. You can clearly see that Naruto's in a huge rut. How the hell is he gonna get out of this? Next thing you know, he whips out all this mass amount of nature chakra that your boy Kurama is storing up, and then he absorbs all of this, and then he becomes more durable, because with nature power, you become more durable, you can take all these hits, at the same time you can hit back. It's just, you can hit so strong back, physically mainly, and the chakra control within that is immense as well. It takes a lot of chakra control to use, that you could tell inside of the pain arc. It took him such a long time to control that, months on months, to the point that when he came back, it looked like everything was almost too late. Like, he literally came back too late and everything was destroyed. People died, the village was destroyed, literally everything. So, that was very hard for him to control. But again, Naruto can just push through so much, and we also see as well that Sasuke can just combine and synchronize and really show off the genius and the skill that he has in terms of combat, you know, and in terms of chakra control, and in terms of ninjutsu, in terms of anything. You can see the control that he has, especially with the Rinnegan, since he barely has had it this long, and he can just use it this efficiently and use it this well. I'm like, Jesus Christ, Sasuke, God! And they also say multiple times as well that with the Rinnegan, a Uchiha member using the Rinnegan is much stronger than anybody else using the Rinnegan. And everybody remember as well when we all thought Naruto was gonna unlock the Rinnegan? Funny, I remember that, because we all thought that the Uzumaki can unlock the Rinnegan at one point. There was some theory going out there when it was like when the pain arc was ongoing. There was some theory out there that the Uzumaki clan, since their chakra control, and since, you know, Nagato had the Rinnegan and he was in the Uzumaki clan, yeah. And then we later find out that he was given the Rinnegan. So, theory debunked. But that's really going to be it though for this review. Overall, I 100% recommend this fight. I 100% recommend this hour-long special. Even if you haven't been watching up-to-date stuff, it's worth it. Watch the Kaguya fight, skip a ton of the filler, and then jump right to this. Well, of course, watch for your boy Kakashi in Susanoo form too. Godlike, one of the greatest chapters of all time when that first dropped. We've waited for this fight for such a long time. We've waited for this fight ever since childhood, and I'm not gonna lie, it brought a tear to my eye. I'm not gonna lie. I got hella emotional. I'm not gonna lie, because I've waited for this such a long time. You can see the symbolism too. The symbolism with Naruto and Kurama. He held out his fist, and the sad music came. They trusted each other so much. I'm like, it was so good. I can't contain being serious anymore to try and get this review up. It was so good. It was so good. How it was animated. It was so good. Some people feared that it'd be animated just like the Naruto versus Pain fight. That fight honestly was not that bad. The animation, I like animation styles like that, because the same animation style happened when Sasuke fought Orochimaru in the Chunin exams instead of the Chunin Forest. So I am so happy that this fight happened. I am so happy. This is my all-time favorite anime series. I know that the series gets a lot of hate. I know that a lot of people don't like it. I know that a lot of people call it overhyped. I don't care. I've seen this series since childhood. I've been so invested in this series like I have with One Piece, and I'm just so in love with this series that I think it's amazing. It's like I've grown up with these people. I was about the same age, if not maybe a year younger, when Naruto first dropped, and he's about like 10 years old. Remember? To now, he's about our age now. We grew up with him. I'm like, come on, man. We've seen everything. I love this series so much. I do, and I cannot wait. I'm gonna be so sad when it ends. I still have like this entire arc in the manga book, and I still have the very last chapter 2 of the manga book like sealed. I will never unseal it. I cherish it. But that's really gonna be this review, guys. Of course, if you enjoyed, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe. I'd love to hear feedback. I want to hear feedback on what you thought about this fight. I am AkumaNexus. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna get out of here. Goodbye.